Good morning, America, and good morning, whomever, wherever you are on this big planet. This is Dr. Churi. I'm still in Thailand, Bangkok, undergoing all sorts of medical tests at my age, 72 years old. I need to check on all sorts of things on my whole body. Okay, so the tympanoplasty, all the stitches have been removed, and I witnessed that on the big huge screen. It's absolutely phenomenal, the technology they use at this hospital. So the doctor confirmed it's a success. I will be able to hear. I don't hear too well right now. It resonated. It's all kind of messy because there is still a package that will dissolve with time. I did a prostate checkup. Everything is good. I had surgery also on the back of my neck following an accident. So everything is going just fine. I'm a happy camper with a new life responding to the new 2022 Scorpius Dragon, who is forcing every one of us to, hypothetically speaking, to die and rebirth in a very specific house where this dragon's head or tail will either bless or curse you if you do not know its power. So again, to those who just jump in, there's my public statement. Dr. Turing, the first cosmic cop, teaching humanity how to understand and respect God cosmic design and Jesus cosmic ministry. In fact, this newsletter that I just wrote, it's going to be an eye-opening or on a way to actually teach you or expose the undiluted, vexing truth to what religion and to what Jesus' story is all about, including the Virgin Mary, who never had sex, but managed to for Jesus. So if you're curious, if you're strong, if you are a truth seeker and you can't handle the truth, click on the newsletter and read the rest of the story. For now, again, if you watch my latest video, I clearly mentioned that my SOS to the world deadly window usually produces earthquakes at or above 6.0. So we had two 6.0. We had the 6.2 and the 6.3 during the window of December 22nd to 23rd that I gave previously. All right, so this being said, if you are one of the thousands of victims of those flight cancellation, and you have lost time, you have lost money, and you got seriously pissed off or frustrated instead of enjoying the holiday with your family, do not blame any airline CEOs for their wise decision. I mean, you're talking about thousands of Christmas flights being canceled because of Omicron spread, okay? So instead of blaming others, the airline company, for your trouble, blame yourself for your cosmic ignorance or for ridiculing or no wanting to learn and fearing God cosmic design or astrology. My warnings are real and they're free. So you have a link, click on join my YouTube channel because you want to be smart, you want to be wise, you want to be prepared. And that's why you're coming back. And this is why my channel is getting a hell of a lot of attention and many new subscribers. And thank you for that. Now, the keywords, one of the keywords involve airplane. You could see it. Airplane is a keyword. It's pretty obvious, okay? Terrifying small plane and paraglider collide, killing 2 people. These people are not like you. They are not lucky enough to know me and read my warning about airplane and be careful during one of my deadly window. What else? Boeing and Airbus want Biden administration to delay 5G rollout. I mean, you're talking about technology, talking about airlines, you're talking about the energy, that cosmic window is real. Now, 20 astonishing fact about the A380 Super Jumbo, talking about airplane. You see the word airplane, airline, airport. Now, Germany's airport of the future can check its course. I mean, I can talk until I drop dead unless you take the time to understand how Nostradamus divine astrology works by using quatrain and obvious keywords. And I'm gonna make no progress with you. I also mentioned to be ready, okay, for volcanic activity. And the quatrain says Earth and 12 upset speed above. If you don't connect that spitting lava, you got no business watching me. Go to TikTok right now. You're not ready for Dr. Cherry because the obvious don't sink in. But you know, hey, I shouldn't be that way. I apologize. But I got a problem with stupidity. Can I blame me? All right, now, what else do we have? Two people, a man, a 14-year-old son, a 14-year-old girl, excuse me, were killed at a Burlington Coast factory store in Los Angeles. The word children is there. How many stories involving children that particularly window as attached? It's insane. I can only put a few of them for you to make you aware that if you have a kid, pay attention, okay? Lorenzo Van Dyne, 6 years old, killed in Route 80 crash in Roxbury, New Jersey. Children, news about children. What else? 11-year-old honored for saving fellow student from shocking and a woman from a house, her house that caught in fire. Children, teens, keywords. Okay, police are searching for a 3-year-old girl after she disappeared from a playground. Children, what else? How children were used in a 48 hours death rampage for gold. I mean, if you cannot connect the keywords I'm using and the obvious keywords in quatrain, again, there is no way in million years with all the work I do every single day because I'm so committed and so dedicated to help raise you on a cosmic consciousness, you're never gonna get it. But I know many of you do. If not, you will not be back. I talk about France. France is the first key, one of the first keywords that I use. France to start vaccination, vaccinating children, again, age 11, 5 to 11. Word France, children's are there. France, 19 billion weapon deal is a sweet revenge. Again, the word France is there. Technology, airplane. Japan, one signed official to Olympics. Japan, keywords is there. Japan carries out first execution since 2019. Japan is mentioned. Chinese live streaming queen hit with huge tax evasion penalty. China is there. Again, I do not predict anything, my good friend. I just understand those cosmic winds and how they affect your mental process and how they create the news and curse all humans affair. You need to realize your brain is nothing else than a very sophisticated computer, okay, that is reacting to an outside brain. So your mind is reacting to the universal mind. But the rational, scientific, practical scientists who can only see to the end of their nose cannot understand, cannot bypass their 5 limited human rational senses and realize that you're constantly bombarded by those stars at a very sophisticated and refined level. So you are nothing else than a robot reacting to an outside stimuli produced by the universal mind. And here I am trying to explain the obvious when you look at it. It's just nothing else but the obvious. Now, there is so much that is coming with that next Plutonic window, okay? SOS to the world deadly window is for December 29th. And if you look at the news right now, okay, the news right now, 3 shots in a suburban Chicago mall. Imagine that. You're going shopping with your kids, and the next thing you know, you have to be careful because some infected gang leaders have a dispute and want to kill each other. Next thing you know, you get shot. That's the world you live in. All these people are being victimized in the name of ignorance and religion. Now, I could talk to you until you drop dead. And I know many of you don't have the patience. What I would suggest you, okay, is to take the time to go and read my philosophy about religion, about Jesus, about God, about science, about all sorts of things that are so critical. For example, like you will see pictures of the popes being taught astrology by the Vatican Council when they are telling you, if you talk to me or if you deal with the stars, you're gonna go to hell. Those politically oriented churches are not there to help you, my good friend. And there is a link. Pope Francis, astrology, UFOs, centuries of lie, deception, and manipulation. Click in it. Educate yourself. Understand. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is evil. Those corporations, including the Vatican, or the Illuminati. Illuminati means they are illuminated. They are smarter than you. They are cosmic conscious. They have that wisdom, but they don't want to share it with you. I do. That's why I'm doing. Maybe it's a miracle that I'm still alive, divulging such incredible secrets that have been kept underground for centuries in the 75 miles of secret library in the Vatican. Then you're going to see pictures of the 3 kings following the stars. Jesus, have mercy. How can you follow a star on the back of a camel? Did they made 2,000 years ago turbocharged camels? I don't think so, my good friend. I just don't think so. But I have to tell you the logic of some people who are so indoctrinated. They still live in the Stone Age, but they're not to blame. They've been indoctrinated. They've been victimized by politically oriented churches who do not want to give you that wisdom. Then comes the Virgin Mary. Next thing you know, there goes Jesus popping out of the Virgin Mary. For God's sake, if you don't realize this is nothing else than an artificial insemination induced by those wise men, those kings, okay, those very, very highly spiritual people, those extraterrestrial, then you can't be helped. It's very hard to get out of that bug or the box you've been indoctrinated for centuries. Your parents, your descendants. It's very hard to go against what grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, and the Sunday school teachers teaching you every day. It's very hard to go against that. That's what Pisces is all about. Pisces is the symbol chosen by Christianity to represent the most difficult lesson a soul can choose to do. Swimming upstream towards God's cosmic design. Understanding Jesus' cosmic ministry is very, very hard. It's easy to follow one of the 875 different religions that have cursed humanity since the get-go. Well, those religions were created by the reptilius to confuse the reality of Jesus' cosmic ministry, which is a reflection of the 12 apostles, representing the 12 sins, the 12 jury, the 12 months of the year, the 12 hours of the day, the 12 signs of the zodiac, and your 12 houses. That's what Jesus' ministry is all about. Then you see pictures, of course, of June 2012 during a solar eclipse when Draco entered my life. You could see this energy, this cosmic energy entering, getting closer and closer to me, then entering my third eye and going out of my heart. That's me teaching you constantly. So that's where we are, my friend. Again, there is a very special deal going on. I break my price because I want to give you the option to have access to me. There is a super deal that will stop on January 1st, midnight. Do not miss the boat. If you cannot afford $700 or $350 and you want to deal with me, do it now. I'm in Thailand. I'm in a hotel room. I'm stuck until January 9th, and I'm doing tons of reading. I got such an extraordinary response. Thank you. Thank you for trusting me. And I'm doing as many readings as possible because I got nothing else to do. I don't like it's too noisy. It bogs my ear. It's very much polluted. And don't expect anybody in Bangkok to stop for you. They'll run you over, as simple as that. Then go to my Facebook page. Or you don't know my Facebook page? Well, just search Dr. Stars and then the word sun, okay? Dr. Stars, sun. Look at all the video, look at all the pictures, look at all, share my experience. That's why you're with me, okay? You travel to Bangkok. When I come back, I might have to go back to Mexico again. God knows what's next for me. This is life. I amuse myself. I'm 72 years old. If I don't amuse myself, if I don't find something to regenerate and teach, might as well die. But I'm going to be with you for as long as I can. I want to make it well over 100, and believe me, I will. So again, if you cannot afford anything, at least put your hand on my 2022 Nostradamus Dragon forecast. I made it for the poor people. If you cannot spend $20 on my work, well, again, you don't deserve it. But if you do, you're going to see what's going on in the future and also for you at a personal level. So please, my good friend, realize that the quadrant, the keywords is there in that newsletter. Later on, I will bring it, like I always do, to the top of the newsletter and start to point to collect all the deadly dramatic news. So there it is. But they're in that window, which is already started. Careful what you do, careful where you go, careful what you say, because the reptilius are going to be in charge of your emotions, and in the eternal battle between emotion and logic, guess what? Logic goes through the window, emotion takes over, and you always lose. So cops can be killed. Crazy lunatic people might get a machine gun and kill you. Avoid large gathering. Be careful. I know it's the holidays, but hey, the stars don't care. Don't care if it's your birthday, Christmas, or New Year, okay? They just don't care. They do. It's like, again, God creating an earthquake and killing innocent baby. The stars don't rationalize. They are there to do something, to do a job that I'm trying so hard to explain each chance I get for your benefit. And it's free, okay? It's free. I'm very successful. I'm very happy, very healthy, because I have knowledge. Knowledge is power. Ignorance is evil. You have that option to have access to me. I can make you a video like this one, compress it in a file, and directly from Bangkok, Thailand, you'll get your reading and you'll start the 2022 year as a winner, believe me. And then think of giving that present to somebody that you care, somebody that is depressed, doesn't know what to do. That person might have fantastic gift that I need to explore with that person and push that person and teach some specific universal laws that can make the difference between becoming a winner or a loser. You know, you might have a direct connection with our closest satellite, the moon, and you have absolutely no clue about it. You don't know where your dragon head and tail is and how this new dragon is going to force you to die and rebirth. You may not know about the curse of the black moon and how to handle it. That's why I do. It's my gift, my curse. But it works, okay? So here we are, my good friend. Now, the most important thing I'm going to ask you, share my video, especially if you're a cop, okay? Share it. Help me save a precious life, and get some good karma in the process. And there is also another area where I'm asking you to sign my petition. Be part of the solution. Help me to make this world a little bit smarter so we can live ever after in peace, in harmony, in understanding God, cosmic design, and finally realizing Jesus' initial cosmic ministry, which is nothing than the stars at work. Lastly, coast to coast, of course, they're not going to have me this year, since they fire me for being too real. They're going to have another prophet wannabe who has never given you what I'm giving you on this channel. So if you listen to Coast, or if you call and say, hey, where is Dr. Churi? You're talking about a guy that's been with you for years, that has given you exact date of Katrina, makes very specific prediction with all the fire that killed so many animals in Australia. That was my last appearance 2 years ago in October. Anyway, my good friend, read the newsletter, share the newsletter, and I will take this opportunity to wish you a fantastic 2022 new year. And it is by understanding what the stars have in store for you, because everything is written in light through the stars, that you will get peace, happiness, success, and a fantastic new year. Until then, my good friend, God bless all of you from Bangkok, Thailand. See you when I see you again to make another video. Goodbye. Be cautious.